Good morning. It's actually like 12 p.m. because I slept in today. It's time to get ready for the day. I'm gonna sit and do my makeup. I just bought this yesterday. It's the new Rare Beauty bronzer. I'm very excited to try. My literal stack of boxes. I have so much I could use. I'm gonna try some new things out today. I did change from pajamas into more pajamas. Sue me. Like every time I do my mascara, I get it all over my eyelid. Sitting on the ground because we have a lot to talk about. I don't even know how to dissect the last year of my life. And that's the last time you saw me. Literally probably a year ago today, I had revealed that I was moving to Milan, that I was studying abroad. And now here I am a year later with so much to unpack. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I view last year in two halves. I think this is the easiest way for my brain to compartmentalize everything. First half was me living in Milan and second half is me coming home, trying to get my life back together. 5 months living in Italy were the most transformative. I really don't want to be dramatic, but I don't know how to explain this. I'm really bad at talking about my feelings. Is something I'm coming to realize. I will say like my two moves kind of paralleled each other. When I moved to Florida, I sort of had this mindset of like, it's better to be alone than to be surrounded by people who aren't right for you, which I think objectively is true. But I also was not making the effort to go out and meet new people. And I sort of just like kind of got stuck in this like rut of like feeling a little bit lonely and like that this wasn't the right place for me. I think when I moved to Milan, I didn't want a repeat of what had happened when I moved to Florida. I didn't want to feel that way, so I really kind of just shifted my mindset and I was like, whatever comes, whoever you meet, like I want to take it on head first, and that's what I did. And I feel like I really started to feel like myself again. So in a really bittersweet way, it felt like coming home to myself. I also like had the most insane 5 months of my life. It was like my dream life, if we're being honest. I took a break from work. I wasn't really filming, I wasn't really posting. I do have all those vlogs and I will be posting them. And I kind of just like was a yes woman. I said yes to so many things. I met so many new people, so many best friends. Obviously not without trials. I think I also had some really like sad moments while I was away too. And now that I'm home, kind of grappling with the fact that like so many of my best times that I had spent last year were with people who aren't even in my life anymore. I've kind of been struggling with the like, what do I keep? What do I hold on to? What do I let go? Like I went to Paris with one of my best friends at the time and she's not my friend anymore. I don't think it needs to negate the fact that that trip was so much fun. I had the best time and I fell in love with Paris. I need to learn the detachment of two separate things and that two things can be true at once. It's just a lot for me to hold on to. I think I am probably going to think about those 5 months for the rest of my life. And then I came back home in August and it was a really big adjustment period. I felt really sad to be coming home again. I had the best 5 months of my entire life. I felt really guilty because I had like so much waiting for me coming back. My family was all here and I was so excited to see them. Having to let go of this like dream life that I had been living. I didn't know how to grapple with that, and so I think when I got home it was all about like getting my bearings back, getting back into my routine of school. I also think I held on to so many of the things that I had learned, that it's never too late to start meeting new people and meeting new friends. And I don't know, I really have been operating on like the green light theory. When I'm out and I'm like wanting to meet new people and I'm like, why are people not coming up to me? I'm always like, you need to turn your green light on. Like you need to be open to talking and meeting and being with new people, exuding that energy of wanting to meet new people and being open. I don't know if it's a Florida thing, but sometimes I feel like people are really closed off. I kind of go into things head first and I just like pretend that everyone is my best friend like off the bat. That has led me to like so many new friendships in this last few months of last year, so I do want to keep taking that energy with me. The first week of classes in August last year, I was just talking to people like I had known them for years. There's this one girl who on the first day said that her favorite show was Gilmore Girls. I had finished my Gilmore Girls rewatch like a few weeks later and I saw her in the bathroom and I was like, hey, I remember your fun fact, just finished Gilmore Girls, like let's talk about it. That was a girl that I had like never spoken to before and she might have thought that I was insane. You don't lose anything by trying to be a good person and trying to be charismatic, connect with other people, and that's like one of the biggest lessons that I learned last year. Honestly don't know where any of the time went from like August to December last year. I think I kind of just like put my head down and was trying to like transition back into my life, getting back into work and posting, and I kind of got down on myself because I did take that 5-month break. Now that I'm obviously back into it, I like miss the memories that I could have captured while I was away. I really wish that I had taken out my camera more. Also like grateful that I gave myself that time to be present. That was like the most present 5 months of my life. So I have this really weird push and pull, being upset that I'm behind, not necessarily behind, feeling like I missed out on 5 months of work because I didn't post. I think social media is really good at forcing me to think that I'm behind. My numbers aren't hitting or blah blah blah. I wish I stopped hinging so much of my value, of my creativity on that. I was hoping this year that I can like be more consistent on my socials. I really want this to be my year for YouTube. I have like 8 vlogs from when I was abroad that I need to post. There's so much that I want to share. I feel like that leads me into talking about my 2026 goals. I feel like this year is so much more of a mental year for me. I don't have that many physical tangible goals. I just want to kind of take the mentality that I had the first half of last year and take it into this year, even though I'm not like living in the same place or surrounded by the same people. I think some of the lessons that I learned are things that I want to embody and take with me, because for the first 5 months of last year I was so excited to wake up every morning, and I don't think that that needs to change. Obviously like I was in a new place and experiencing new things and surrounded by new people. I think I can find that within my everyday. I want a routine even on days that I don't have much going on. Starting my day off with a good morning routine has always been good for me and I need to get back to that. I'm actually so bad at waking up in the morning. Really want to be a morning person. As you see today, I woke up at 12. I need to fix that. And then this is also my last semester at school, so I kind of just want to soak it all in, say yes to as many things as possible, and then obviously graduate. I don't know, I feel like I'm in a big transitional period of my life again. After May, I have no idea what's next. I think most people would view that as something scary. Something that's always been true for me is whenever there's some sort of uncertainty or like me feeling like I have no idea what's about to come next, I think something always comes up. It's always something I could have never imagined. I'm really trying not to be too stressed about the future. As that day gets closer, I'm gonna be a little bit like nervous about what's next. School's always been such a big part of my life. I can't imagine what it's like without it. What I've based my routines on and is my source of validation, and it's gonna be hard for me to like snap out of that once I graduate. I have no idea what's next, but also that's really exciting. That's what's been happening in the last year of my life. That's why I disappeared for a year. I do want this to be my year for YouTube. I do want to get back to being more consistent on all my social medias because I love this part of my life. I love sharing my life with other people. I think because I struggle with being vulnerable in my real life, this has always kind of been my outlet, letting things out. And I don't know, I'm just excited for this year. I have a really good feeling.